Toronto FC lose 4-0 on the road to the Vancouver Whitecaps in one of the worst performances I've seen this club have in a while. Let's just go right from the beginning. In the first half, right off the bat, 5 minutes in, Davy Flores, an absolutely atrocious piece of ball work, gets succumbed to pressure, doesn't pass the ball back, loses the ball when he tries to clear it. Vancouver gets a clean break in and scores 5 minutes in. Just a terrible piece of work from Davy Flores. A mistake that we didn't see when Michael Bradley was back there. We took Michael Bradley for granted. Vancouver scores a second time in that first half. Shane O'Neill exposed on the left side. Cross comes in. Guy scores a header for Vancouver because right backs, the cross was in already. Shane O'Neill in that entire first half just did not look good enough. And the last game too, Shane O'Neill got exposed. Shane O'Neill, 2 straight very, very poor performances on the back end for TFC. He just is not good enough in this league to be a starting defender in MLS. So the solution that John Herdman had was at the start of the second half, he subs on Kosi Thompson for Shane O'Neill. Now, Kosi Thompson wasn't really playing right back. He wasn't really playing center back. He was playing some weird combo in between with a bit of a defensive midfielder flair thrown in. Now, we had Amy Mabika and Sigurd Rosted on the bench, and then Shane O'Neill got subbed off because he wasn't good enough, which means that we currently had 3 defenders sitting there who all are not good enough at the moment, and John Herdman doesn't think they're good enough because if they were, they would have been playing in that second half. So then after the whole second half is 2-0 the whole way, we sub on Ayo Akinola for Gomes, Nixion Gomes, and John Herdman decides that we should only have 1 center back on the field. And absolutely immediately, 2 minutes after that substitution was made, John Herdman learned why it's generally accepted in football that you should not only have 1 center back on the field. Because immediately, cross comes in from the corner, we have 1 defender on the field. They get a rush back, Vancouver gets a rush back the other way. The longest, cleanest breakaway I think I've ever seen in football. 3-0, and then, surprise, surprise, they score again 10 minutes later. 4-0, 2 goals scored in the last 10 minutes plus stoppage time when we only had 1 center back on the field. And we lose 4-0 because John Herdman, tactical genius, thinks that 1 center back, not just 1 center back, 1 defender, period, on the field is a good idea. Now I know you're going to say, oh, well, we had to try something when we were down 2-0. Yeah, don't try something that immediately ices the game for the other team. It was immediate. He subs on 2 more forwards, takes out the 1 remaining defender we had that wasn't Kevin Lawn, and immediately a second goal in the back of the net. Terrible, terrible, terrible decision-making, terrible play, decision-making on and off the field by the players and management. Terrible match all around, and now TFC has been outscored 7-1 in our last 2 games. Our biggest problem the past 2 seasons was defense, and 7 goals in the last 2 games. The defending is still a problem. 1 more game on the road, then we're back at home. I don't see what the turnaround is from this point. A massive tactical overhaul. We need another center back, apparently, because none of the ones we have besides Kevin Lawn are good enough. It's just a mess right now, and we need something to change. I don't even know what.